The boys are good to go. We are waiting for them to come. So, are we good to go?
Good to go.
Confirm. Okay, your boys are good to go.
The NWC wishes to inform you the resignation of the national chairman, Senator Abdullahi Adamu, CON, and that of the national secretary, Senator Yola Omishori.
Hello, my great and wonderful people. How on a day today? I hope all of you they well. Today we get a lot of videos for our table. We'll be one quickly the review to you concerning the things we'll be saying if they happen right now for inside this country, Nigeria. Just as you rightly see some from the introduction. And apart from that, we equally get more when we say with the review to you, even for the process of this very broadcast. And the first one we say one quickly we make you watch. Now another one we say it concerned the former chairman of APC, which is the national chairman when we say in name now Senator Abdullahi Adamu. I believe say it not be new thing to each and every one of us again. Say this man don't resign, but we want quickly still make an official for the interview when it be say the present acting chairman take officially announce this resignation of Senator Abdullahi Adamu when it can be saying now the former chairman of APC. We'll come back.
The NWC wishes to inform you the resignation of the national chairman, Senator Abdullahi Adamu, CON, and that of the national secretary, Senator Yola Omishori.
That's the acting national chairman of the APC, Senator Abubakar Kyari, announcing the resignation of the national chairman of the party, Senator Abdullahi Adamu, and the national secretary, Yola Omishori.
The proposed National Caucus meeting slated for Tuesday, the 18th, July 2023, and the National Executive Committee meeting of the All Progressive Congress slated for Wednesday, 19th July 2023, has hereby been postponed.
All right, my great and wonderful people. I believe say una don't hear that very one. That man when he say he make that announcement just now he be the present acting national chairman of APC when he say in name na Kyari. All right, I believe as you don't already they aware now say it they official say Abdullahi Adamu don't resign as the national chairman of APC. Then waiting be the reason behind this man resignation. We reviewed some things to you yesterday. I believe a lot of people come under our comment section. They thought say if it not be so, right? Now listen to this very one. Make you understand. Say Bola Tinibu come solely to fight the people when it be said they be one block him, not to become the president of this nation, Nigeria. Now still the fire now in you they see for the body of the EFCC boss, the former central bank governor Emefiele, and also this former national chairman of APC when in name now Adamu. Here this will come back.
Adamu is said to have resigned following allegations of high-handedness and not being a team player, including alleged misdemeanors against President Bola Ahmed Tinibu, one of which is his attempt to unilaterally foist on the party the then Senate President, Ahmad Lawan, as a consensus candidate of the party's 2022 presidential primaries. It took the intervention of the entire members of the National Working Committee of the party to stop Adamu from achieving his aim. Before then, Adamu had threatened to discipline Tinibu after his famed Emiloko outburst in Abeokuta, Ogun State. And most recently, Adamu raised his voice against the choice of the party for the president of the Senate and the Speaker of the House of Representatives, who were termed to be Tinibu's choices. Not only that, at the very recent NWC meeting, he said the selection of the principal officers of the NASC was a mere rumor.
The national headquarters of the party, Director Committee, has not given any such information or communicated anything about the choice of the remaining offices.
Aside all this, there was the rift between both Adamu and the National Secretary of the party, Iola Omishore, on the one hand, and the National Vice Chairman Northwest, Salihu Lukman, who accused both of non-accountability on the party's finances and running the affairs of the APC without regard to the party's constitution.
Today, I challenge both the national chairman and the national secretary. They have never presented to NWC any financial statement.
All right, my great and wonderful people, I believe you don't hear everything by your own self. Now, I don't know the reason why ABC it is difficult for us to comprehend some kind of basic truths when ABC they reveal to us. Because when ABC will bring this issue yesterday, a lot of people still they doubt. Now, I believe say your doubts now don't end, right? Now, I beg share your own opinion with us in the comment section concerning that very one, even as we take you down to this other video. And this video and the video will be received from Peter Obi himself. When ABC it call out the federal government of Nigeria led by this Azim Buhari concerning those crook, the thieves, the criminals, when ABC that they give national award and leave behind the real people when they say that they make this nation, Nigeria, proud, both inside this country and outside this very country, Nigeria. I want to make una hear from Peter Obi for his own usual manner. I will come back for more.
Who won the Cambridge Dedicated Teacher Award, beating 99 other countries and 11,000 entries? I can tell you, Nigerians did not know that happened. And we are busy giving national award to those who have stolen the country dry. We're busy giving national award to those who should not be part of us. And we are not celebrating the teacher who won such award. This is time to celebrate those we are supposed to celebrate. And that is what I want. I want to see a national honor given to this teacher, Akim Badru, from Ogun State. That is the celebration. We now have to change.
We must honor Nigerians that are doing well, not Nigerians that are stealing. Though in our country today, it is those that are looting and stealing we are honoring. Like Peter Obi said, His Excellency, we are the teachers. We are the primary school teachers. That teacher who has been laboring all through year. The teacher that came first in Oxford, the Ogun State teacher. Such people should be given national honors. Not senators, not ministers, not governors.
All right, my great and wonderful people, I believe say una don't hear that very one. I believe the time when it be say Bola Tinibu to enter office, it never even reached 2 months when it be say it begin to share national award to all our service chief and the past, the present and everything. They share cars, they share houses, they share money for these people. When it be say that they did for this nation for more than how many years? Insecurity, let Nigerians see road. Hunger everywhere. Lights we not get. Roads we not get. Markets we not get. But they come office, they share award to these people. Not be 1 car, not be 2 cars. They share money, they share houses to reward them when it be said that they remain for office. Open their eyes, they see this nation fail before their very nose. Now, either they reward them for. But the people, when they say that they make this nation proud, when they say they even still they allow the name of this nation, Nigeria, to still be in the world map and record, those ones, they remember them. You see, say the government of this nation, not to celebrate backwardness, not be to celebrate the people when they say that they elevate the glory of this nation. Now, very sad situation. All right, I'll leave you to share your own opinion with us for the comment section concerning that very one, even as we take you down to this other video. And this video and that video when it be say Rufai Osenin of Arise News take call out Bola Tinibu the way when it be say it threaten the judiciary, say if they by any means outturn his own right to remain as the president of this country because of the way when it be say things till they go for the judiciary right now, say na anarchy na it will bring to this nation Nigeria. And to that very statement, Rufai Osenin una know and say they use it here to hear all those kind of stuff. Come aside to fire back to Bola Tinibu to put on to the position when it be say is supposed to be. I want to make una hear from this man. I'll come back for more.
Reactions trailing the submission by President Bola Ahmed Tinibu requesting the Election Tribunal to dismiss the petition seeking to nullify his election on the grounds that he did not secure 25% of lawful votes cast in the Federal Capital Territory. The president, in his final written address against the two petitions filed by the candidates of the Labour Party, Peter Obi, and his counterpart of the People's Democratic Party, Atiku Abubakar, warned that nullifying the February 25th elections on the grounds that he did not secure 25% of the lawful votes cast in the Federal Capital Territory could lead to absurdity, chaos, anarchy, and alteration of the very intention of the legislature. Tinibu also stated that the two petitions seeking the nullification of his victory are not familiar with the country's electoral laws. Rufai, I'm coming to you, but let me take Carlos' tweet because this is actually the bone of contention because as you recall, our sister publication This Day put out a tweet with that statement, and it's garnered more than 2.5 million comments. Well, Carlo wrote, the president of the largest economy in Africa is telling foreign investors that if the courts in a legal ruling in his own nation remove him from office because he failed to meet the conditions set by his nation to become president, there will be anarchy and chaos. In essence, if he is allowed to break the law and remain in office in contravention of the legal rules of his nation against the oath of office he took, there will be no chaos and anarchy. Over to you, Rufai. I'll take. People became lawyers on Twitter yesterday, giving their own different interpretation. Dr. Bati, I heard your interpretation this morning. Rufai.
For me, it is the court, the Presidential Election Tribunal, that will rule on the interpretation of the 25%.
Yes.
Whatever they come out with, for or against, I don't think interpretation of the laws of the country will cause any anarchy.
Absolutely not.
Fanning the embers and everything. I know that statement was from the depositions of his lawyer, President Tinibu's lawyer, Wole Olanipekun, because they are having their final depositions in before they make a judgment on it. It is for him to make his case. You can say he was making his case while he was arguing, but it is the court that will rule, and whatever the court rule, there's not going to be anarchy. I've heard a lot of people argue and said, oh, yes, the court of public opinion and all of that, it reads the body and temperature of the nation. The law is the law. If it rules for or against, the law will reign supreme. And it's not happened before, blah, 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 blah. Those are just conversations. Because it is still the courts that will rule. All we can call on the judiciary to do is to stand tall. Across board. Yes, opinions are divided for and against and all of that. But we need to be able to build a country where the rule of law will stand tall. Because we don't do it for ourselves. We also do it for the way other countries see us. And when they see we have a weak judiciary system, what happens is that investors will not want to come. So the judiciary should also know that they are not only ruling based on the law now, they are also ruling based on what will become the outlook of Nigeria. So they will be the one to determine this 25%. We've never had a time where we've tested it. People can only make other inferences, like, they've started a part of the constitution that says, treat it as long as though it's this, it's that, and all of that. You can have all the legal jargons. But it is when the court rules, conjunctively or disjunctively, you can look at the narrative. All we should now do is not to heat up the polity, Let us wait for the court to rule. And let's also forget, after the court rules, there's also a Supreme Court there.
Yes, absolutely.
After this judgment, let us remember the fact that Nigeria will continue to exist. And Nigeria will continue to grow. But the question is, how do we see ourselves after things like this? That's what matters the most.
Yes.
And in building a country, it is a collective work.
Right.
Albeit the British coupled this country together in 1914. They started the process in 1906 after coupling the Lagos colony and the Southern Protectorate. And 1914 they add the Northern Protectorate to it. You can say all of that, but the truth has to be said. Nigeria will continue to move.
Absolutely.
After this judgment, after the consequence of this judgment.
Yeah.
But all we should do is try as much as possible to deepen the rule of law and make fairness and justice be the order of the day. The court will rule based on the evidence in front of it, and it's already making its decisions. When it makes it, Nigerians will know.
All right, my great and wonderful people, I believe say all of you don't hear that very one. Now, the last video will be so one quickly we make you watch. This video with the receiver from the Southeast region. I believe Rufai make mention of one thing, say, make the law reign supreme. I believe say lack of law, the obedience to the rule of law. Now, if they make things like this, going to be say one review to you now, they happen today. And we don't see a lot of them, they happen. And if we not give room for law to strive in this country, we will see more and more like this very video. Watch, we'll come back.
N'Imo across ebe ba Imo State ebe Anambra ras ebe ka na those boys abani ha na eji ka na eji moto ha na eji onwe ya na eji abata so I kponyere there today I fe ka o si eme bandara Anambra n'Imo akwi head ito were amaruru tenansa all the road we here so obona ile anya here for that na the men no no many akita ka na oras the bandera that bridge maybe eba we that bridge that so the boys are good to go. We are waiting for them to come. So are we good to go? Good to go. Confirm. Okay, your boys are good to go. I am on ever for an hour when die from. But let's see. When you know when I see the maybe Alana Marala ye may be. Many I know ye may be on. Onye si na anya ama ni ije anya ama nwa isobere isi nke ete. Onye bịa sị na ka o megide anyị, onwe ka o ye emegide. The boys are good. Thank you, sir.
All right, my great and wonderful people, I believe see you don't see them. Country where it be say law not the strive. Na anarchy na it be the order of the day. She una don't see them. And this very anarchy, they come from the top. Because now waiting the dish out from the top, now in the shaping the rest of the body. When it be say they resort to all these things, when we they see today. If we want to stop all these things, when we say we they see today, we must stop them from the top. The top must abide by the rules of law, when it be say will eventually affect the whole body. I believe you don't see him. And it must start from the presidency to the governors and to the local government chairman and even to the local government council. And equally remember, say if we fail from the top, definitely, no matter how much we put to make sure say we cope all these kind of issues when we see today, or insecurity or one killings or the other, it no will work. It no will work. Now, so it be. All right. We'll leave you to share your own opinion with us in the comment section, even as we draw the line of this very broadcast here. We'll see you again when we see you. Remember, we love you all. Bye-bye.